मेरे प्रिय आत्मे आप सभी को अभिवादन प्रणाम। My life from present to past. I pay my deep gratitude, my deep thanksgiving, my absolute gratitude to all spiritual forces, all spiritual masters, all spiritual Dhamma Mitras, all spiritual values, spirituality, Vipassana meditation technique, Param Puj Dr. Satyanarayana Goenkaji, Param Puj Sayaji Bakhim, all other spiritual masters, and my beloved friends, and all the entire cosmos, universe, galaxies, planets, chakravals, that they give me life, present life. So-called society, mainstream, I am having everything. Having a very beautiful house in Mumbai suburbs, Dombivli. Having a very nice latest car, beautiful housewife, my wife, my creative daughter. She is graphic designer, work for all international projects, Disney, Marvel, all dominating leading serials. Myself, a media person, worked in the world's second largest government media, performed many stage programs, present life, and having everything. What this society call it mainstream. Now I am telling this story from past to present. I born in a very poor family, not having bread butter. My parents were very hardworking people. My mother was working in construction, building construction, road construction, as a laborer. As a laborer. My father was working in mills, textile mills, as a laborer. My uncles and aunts were beggars. My elder brother was paddle rickshaw puller. I myself Rich Pico, I picked, lived life like a vagabond. You can understand the absolute adverse conditions. Not having food for 3 4 days. My entire community was absolutely poor, downtrodden, till its sutras. No, but due to the Messiah, Dr. B.R. Ambedkar, the architect of Indian Constitution, the father of the Indian Constitution, he uplifted the entire community. His contribution uplifting downtrodden valleys is immense. One can't express in mere words, beyond words. He is the father of all. His father is the Messiah. I still remember my childhood. We were eating dead animals' flesh, beef flesh, dead animals. The intestine of the dead animals were cut in too many small pieces, dried and fried in a very low quality oil, and we were eating all these intestines in pieces of the dead animals, beef, dead animal flesh. After chewing dead animal flesh and all other material eatables, after chewing, my mother was feeding this stuff chewed by her, and I was eating, having a absolute, unexpressible, a very beautiful flavor, flavor of mother's love. Can't express in words. Though all this stuff were already chewed by my mother, and she was feeding the same stuff after chewed by her, swallowed by her, the juices swallowed by her, and the remains were feeding by her to me, and I was eating, having an unexpressible flavor, and I could live due to this. Otherwise, there was absolute starvation. Due to starvation, we might have died. All we brothers and sisters. Due to her love, her feeding, breastfeeding also. Though we were young, she never stopped breastfeeding. We were a very grown up children, but she never stopped breastfeeding. Due to this only, I could live. My brothers and sisters could live. My father was labor in textile mills. He was a very brave person. He was absolutely a very brave person. He was called Anand Maharaj, the head of the gymnasium, the head of the Vyamshala. He was a very dominating personality, a very dominating person in the society. Our mother was very loving woman, very loving, universally loving woman, loving woman. Her love was unconditional, not for we brothers and sisters, but for all angles, for all people. She was symbol of love. She was goddess of love, a very compassionate lady, a very loving lady, symbol of love, symbol of synonymous to love, goddess of love. Those were the days. Absolute scarcity, but we were loving each other very well. My, as I told you, my elder brother was pedal rickshaw puller. My another elder brother was labor in textile mills. There was my other brother, he was very studious, and my sister. Those were the days. Not having good clothes, not having good quality food. Only the thing was important was love. We were loving each other, unconditional love. All these followings, my mother, my father, my brothers and sisters were kind at heart, very loving ones. Pure love. Myself, I was absolutely very crystal like, a very pure. So the godliness, godliness qualities was I was possessing. I was loved once. People were loving me. All my parents, my brothers and sister, they all were loving me. That's why as I was saying to them, so they all were loving me very much. I was called Munna, though my registered name is Deonarayan. People were calling me Munna. In my early childhood, I was like I was possessing godliness qualities. I still remember there was a mutt, and the head of that mutt was my father, Anand Maharaj, he was called. And there was a guru from Himalayas. He came from Himalayas. He was the guru of my father. And there was a very huge statue of Lord Shiva in blue color. I still remember a very huge statue of Lord Shiva in blue color, and I was very young, very young. I was loved ones, all were loving. And that sadhu, that sannyasi sadhu who came from Himalayas gave me the name Deonarayan, and he showed his blessings that this fellow is myself will be well known in all over. And the same happened as I was working with government media, the second largest media in the world after BBC. I started my schooling in corporation schools. I was not bright student. I was absolutely extremely poor in studies. What the Kavi says that I never touch paper and pen. The same thing. Same like Kabir. I was extremely poor in studies. Passed all my examinations in borderline. All my primary school, high school, matriculation, higher secondary, graduation, and all other professional diplomas in very borderline. I was extremely poor in education and educational studies, in academic studies. After completing my primary school from corporation school, I joined high school, the Vinay Deshmukh High School in Lakadganj, in Garama. From there, I joined Knoxon High School, County Road. From there, I joined Mahatma Gandhi Centennial High Secondary School, Delpatka. 12th Standard High English Science stream. From there, I joined Sindhi India High School. Or from Sindhi India High School, I passed my higher secondary in English in science subjects. From that, I joined St. Francis de Sales Seminary Hills Science stream BSc Bachelor of Science, not completing. From Qasim, I joined Hislop College, Bachelor of Arts in English Literature, Psychology, Sociology. I passed Bachelor of Arts from Hislop College, one of the very reputed colleges in central India. After passing, I joined Government Law College. After leaving Government Law College, I joined medicine, Ayurvedic medicine. I left in between. I was interested in music, in comparing programs, announcing programs. So I performed many programs. I announced many programs. I campaigned many programs. I campaigned programs. I was an announcer for nearly 35 years in Nagpur city in central India. I performed various types of programs for nearly 35 years. And I got a miracle, a miracle happened in my life. Absolute miracle one can't imagine. As I told you that I was extremely poor in academic studies. But it is miraculous, it's very contradictory how a person can get job in such a reputed world level organization in the capacity of media person broadcaster. I got it. It is Almighty's grace. It is the spiritual forces grace. It is all due to my good deeds, my parents' good deeds, myself good deeds, and my personal professional experience as I performed too many programs for nearly 35 years. On the basis of this, I got a job as a broadcaster in one of the world's second leading broadcasting corporation, All India Radio in Chennai, in the capacity of an announcer. Absolute gratitude, thanksgiving to all friends, family members, Almighty God, and all spiritual forces. I worked for 2 years and I met very towering personalities, film personalities, political personalities, media personalities in Chennai. My boss, means the head of the station, was very friendly to me, very near and dear to me. And my assistant director, Dr. Indaraj, who was very near to me like friend. He showed his blessings and said that Mr. Deonarayan will be wherever you will go in the world, you will be most popular person in the world. And the same happened. I joined All India Radio Mumbai, and his words became true since I worked for nearly more than 25 years in the capacity of broadcaster. There I performed, I presented, produced many programs. All my listeners were loving me from the depth of their hearts. I was like, I'm not exaggerating it, I was like God to them, just like God, living God. As my name is Devanarayan, so I was Devanarayan to them. All were loving me like their God, treating me like God. So this is my present, and I told you my past also. Thank you all listening me. I once again express my deep gratitude, thanksgiving to all spiritual masters, all spiritual friends, all spiritual God goddesses, Allah, Ishwar, Prabhu, all invisible forces, visible forces. I pay my disrespect, gratitude, thanksgiving to all of you.